Hello and welcome back. With Christmas bearing down on us, I thought I'd make a special edition of my Top Tools strand with some suggestions for gifts or stocking fillers for model makers and airbrush fans. Here we go. Maybe you're looking for a gift for a modeler, or perhaps you know someone who loves airbrushing and you need a stocking filler. Either way, this film will break down the best tools that I've found this year, so I'm going to run through them all and make a suggestion of what I think will be great gifts for people in this hobby. Everything you see here then has either been sent this year or it's something that I've used and is one of those evergreen tools which I feel would make an excellent gift, references that I've bought myself, or products that I've been sent in the past that I feel are relevant or still relevant items that you should all know about and maybe add to your collection. The first thing I'll do then is to clear everything away a little bit, make some space, and we'll begin with our first item. Kicking off this selection then is Photo Etch Glue, a product from Deluxe Materials. Now this came as a bunch of new references that were sent to me, as well as some old staples that I replaced courtesy of Deluxe Materials, and this is a game changer for me. This new glue from Deluxe makes Photo Etch easy peasy to attach. The problem with Photo Etch, if you've watched any of our past videos, or as you well know, is that it's fiddly to use in the first place and quite tricky to attach. You can use things like cyanoacrylates or superglues. What makes this different is that it's water-based. It's got quite a high tack, so you can use it to adjust and fine-tune your pieces, so there's a little bit of wiggle room. That's very different from your superglues. Other options for attaching Photo Etch are of course soldering, but there again, who wants to do that? That's quite fiddly and the stakes are pretty high. So I've been using this at one of my projects, a Ford GPA from Tamiya, and I'm really impressed with it. I'll throw in some shots. The label actually peels up and in there is a dispenser, and you also get what you can see here, which is a declogging wire, which is very useful to ensure that it doesn't clog up there. So it's a fine applicator item, but I've also used it when I've been modelling, just applying it to, say, a piece of plastic, dipping the parts in, and you can attach really quite fiddly items. I think I'll show here the pedals I attached. You don't need to worry about the smell or toxicity of, say, superglue. This is strong, gives you a bit of wiggle room and time to adjust, and it's really impressive. It makes using Photo Etch, that many modelers may shy away from, a lot easier, a lot more reassuring. Cleanup is with water, and it's a really great product, so why not get that for yourself or for someone you know. Within that care package of Deluxe Materials products was this, a UV activated adhesive which dries in 1 to 3 seconds. Many modelers have been using this, and the idea is you use some sort of UV flashlight to activate the glue. Features are crystal clear bonds, non-blooming, it's fast, solid cure, and it's ideal for tacking your parts. Bonds almost all materials, including plastics, metal, wood and leather. But that could be something that is a really good stocking filler for a modeler you know. Moving on, I received earlier this year a bundle of items from Ed at Premium Hobbies, and I'm really grateful to Premium Hobbies for providing them. Now, most of these came from Infinimodel. In the past, I've reviewed some Infinimodel's sanding sticks and sanding pads. I was really impressed. In fact, I still use them to this day. They haven't worn out. They are utterly amazing, and I've even used them on my car projects as well, particularly their foam sanding sheets and their sanding sticks. From the same manufacturer, we have this. Number one is elastic sanding film, which is a thin and stretchable sandpaper, and you can bend it and ply it around any object. So you get a bunch of sheets there, you can see up to 2,500 grit. In the same vein, what you get here is a premium ultra precision sanding stick, and then you can use thin adhesive backed abrasive sheets and apply them to the sanding stick. So here you can see some of them. They're Matador sheets, ultra precise, and you can see them all there. And if we take one, you'll see it's waterproof and high precision, but also that it's adhesive backed. In that pack, IPM 000S, you've got all of these. As with all the products I've reviewed before, it uses electrostatic induction, and these really are great quality sanding products from Infinimodels. And there you can see the Photo Etch tool. You've got a 10mm, 5mm, 3mm, 2mm, some form of triangle and a variant. But the idea is you detach those and it gives you a flexible sanding tool. But these really caught my eye. Now these are part of their file away system, and they're all new to me, Minicraft Modelcraft tools, and what you're getting here are clear files, so they're see-through. The advantage, of course, is that you can see your workpiece as you're filing away. They can be washed with water. That is a really innovative idea. Let me show you then. I don't know how fragile they are because they're obviously made of glass. You've got some small ones there, but they are very well produced. They've got different abrasive patterns on them, super fine, medium and fine. If you're looking to surprise a modeler or indeed try something new out for yourself, that definitely has the cool factor and could certainly impress a modeler who's pretty much got it all. These are diamond taper files, again made in Korea, and these are 6mm in size. Have a look, it's got a thin tip. That means you've got tapered edges leading to the thin tip, and these are certainly novel and different. It says that they're made with natural diamonds. They present a nice alternative to your standard needle files. These particular ones I've been sent are flat, but you can see the difference here comparing with something like that. You've got the taper, which makes it a lot more precise and able to get into smaller areas, possibly without being disturbed by surrounding material. So these represent a technological improvement and an update to your standard needle files. And there we have some diamond taper files as well. These ones are slightly different, thinner, but I'll insert some shots of these being used. Just massively impressed with the quality that these tools offer, and they're all available from Premium Hobbies. On the topic of these excellent sanding sticks that I've talked about that I've used for a number of years, this time I've been sent some zebra sanding sticks that are new to me. I haven't used those before, but I have used those, and they really are excellent. Now what's great is you can get these from Premium Hobbies, and I noticed they did a line of 3D printed desktop organisers and accessories, and there are a few sets that are made specifically to hold these sanding sticks. Here you can see my well-used old set, but they have been fantastic, and this is how they hold up after quite a few years. You can see they need a bit of a clean, but it's been at least 3 or 4 years since I first got these. But these 3D printed accessories from Premium Hobbies allow you to organise all of these sanding sticks and products, so I'll definitely be using those, and you'll see those on the channel going forwards. There's 2 different designs there, and they're all made specifically to fit these products. So I'll populate these with my old and new sanding sticks and everything, and I noticed and was very kindly sent some additional ones. So if you want to look for a gift idea, you can build up your own collection of these Premium Hobbies desk organisers. I sent a few of them. They'll be featured in the new layout for the upcoming redesign to my workbench. They've got little ones for Tamiya, so for example the panel line accent colour sets, or indeed for their extra thin cement. They've got additional references for things like your microscale decal products, micro set, micro sol. You've got room for accessories. They're all nicely made. That's a nice touch. So you've got different holder for the lids so you don't mix them up. I mean, the printing is fairly decent quality. There are a few marks and lines on some items, but overall those will be a massive help to any modeller's desk organisation. If you want to find out more about these, check out all the premium design products on the Premium Hobbies website, and you can see all the different organiser references in their range. Here's an idea for someone and a product I find endlessly useful, some sort of airbrush holder. Now in the past I've reviewed the Harder and Steenbeck stand for airbrushes. I've also had a look at what Iwata has to offer, and I saw this. When I've handled these in the past, I'm massively impressed at how nice they are as a gift idea or indeed as a useful accessory. And these are the Galeri airbrush holders. They're just really nicely produced, good quality product, and it does allow you to stow and organise your airbrush products in a classy, pleasant looking package. There's not really much more to say about this than it is an attractive looking airbrush holder. It's got plenty of weight to it and different levels that you can store your airbrush at. But I love these. It allows you to display your airbrush, make it look really nice. Can knock over, but it takes quite a punch to knock it over. A general wobble or nudge will not knock it over. High quality, absolutely faultless in terms of the chrome plating. So there's a neat little simple gift idea that I think many people would be happy to receive. Talking of airbrushes, you may have seen it when I showed everything on the workbench earlier. This seems like perhaps an odd choice, but this is an excellent solution for when you're disassembling your airbrushes. This is a Knipex or Knipex, depending on how you pronounce it, but it's a soft jaw insulated electrical pliers, I think they are, manufactured by the German tool company. In the past I'd used these little pliers and other things to disassemble airbrushes. Now, in theory, you're not supposed to disassemble airbrushes, but the truth is, if you spray a lot, you will disassemble your airbrushes. And one of the problems you can have, you can see here, is when I tried to disassemble this Badger airbrush, there's no soft jaw, and the danger is you can mar all the components, as you can see there. I absolutely damaged this airbrush, which I'm very sad about because it is quite a rare airbrush now. But that is what happens if you don't use soft jaw pliers. So there are of course soft jaw pliers available from manufacturers like Iwata, Tamiya and so on, but these are relatively competitively priced and they are just absolutely great for disassembling airbrush components. Decent price and a nice stocking filler for someone. Okay, so these I was quite excited about. Bit of a departure. Again, it's the brand Galeri. These are metallic markers and you get 10 of them. You can see the colours there: aluminium, stainless steel, dark iron, gunmetal. So there's instructions on the marker. Yeah, pretty standard stuff for a marker. Single tip. Let's pick a nice one. Silver. We're in business. All pretty self-explanatory. This is one of those little releases that doesn't really warrant a video in its own right. This would certainly find its way into a modeller's collection and is an excellent gift idea or stocking filler. I'll insert some shots of me using these markers on different components, but as you can see, this is a handy little set and a great gift idea. I used it on these test pieces and it came out really well. 10 metallic markers from Galeri, and again you get the 10% discount if you use my voucher code. That almost sums things up, but I've got one last subject and gift idea for you, and we circle back around to photo etch. And this is not a new product, it wasn't sent to me in 2024. In fact, I'll put links up, but I've reviewed many small shop tools. I just noticed recently the smallshop.com seems to have gone out of business. I'm not entirely sure. Their website doesn't offer any items for sale. So if you are looking for this, this is their Bug, which is a handy little stocking filler sized photo etch bending tool that I've found really useful. There are still some small shop products available on the Hysterex Agents website. So why not pick up one of these, pick up the last remaining stock. They've got other small shop tools on there, limited stock, but that is an excellent little stocking filler or gift for a modeler. And if they have run out, Hysterex Agents also stocks an equivalent, which is the RPToolz Piranha, another excellent bending tool. They're all fairly similar. So if you can't grab yourself one of these, there are alternatives, but this would make a neat present for someone. Grab them whilst you can. Alright, that rounds up the whole of this review. I hope you've enjoyed this selection of items for 2024, potential gifts or things just to buy for yourself, to treat yourself. They're all innovative and different in their own way. A lot of them I've used firsthand and can vouch for them. Others I've tested as part of this review, and I'll continue to use them long term on the channel. I'll be back soon with more videos, and in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Subscribe for our latest videos.